Good morning. I'm Eric.
I'm Robin.
Wanderboom here, back in the great
On
outdoors.
the road again!
Yay!
Yay! We're so happy to be on the road again.
Weeks in quarantine,
Which was awesome, by the way.
Which was incredible.
We probably had the most amazing quarantine. We were talking about how it was like a retreat.
Yeah.
We feel like it was a retreat. Oh wow.
I mean, I just
feel refreshed
wish
and like
everyone
renewed.
could have been able to be in such an amazing situation for
pretty fun.
this horrible time in the world.
It kind of like evened out the crazy a little bit, which was nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. And but we thought we'd get back to a Q&A here. And if you have questions about boondocking, please fire them off for a future Q&A. We're going to be talking more. I think I just marked my face with my pen.
No, you didn't. No, you're okay. You're all right. I think you're good. It is morning.
But we are going to do some more videos, not only about building vans and buses, but get into a little bit more in the future too about day-to-day stuff and how we do things, how we find a spot like this and get to it.
Because that seems to be like what a lot of people ask. Yeah.
So want to take a quick second here again and thank you to all the new subscribers. We've got quite a few more here, and thank you again to Robin of Creativity RV and all of her awesome viewers that have come over, and
thanks,
welcome,
Robin.
guys. And
and you guys are awesome. You guys are giving us all kinds of love and
watching lots of our
wonderful
videos and stuff.
Thank you.
And again, if you have any questions about us or more personally, we have lots of videos obviously from our whole almost 2 years now on the road, so please check those out. Be sure to binge watch as much of that as you want to. And any other questions that come up, please fire them off to us. We'd love to answer any questions you have. So let's get to a couple.
All right.
One of our regular viewers, Chef Santa's Culinary Travels. How you doing, Chef Santa? We love you guys. He always seems to have a lot of great questions for us. But in our birthday video, we showed how we got that new little ice maker that we found. We've been talking about getting one for the whole time we've been on the road, basically, and we finally did.
Liking cocktails.
Picked it up, and again, it's an Igloo. I didn't write down the exact brand, or the exact make of it. But anyway, asked how much power it uses. We were actually on shore power for the last 11 weeks. We were a little bit spoiled, so. But it says on the back of it, it only uses 1.7 amps. So now that we are back out fully on the solar, we'll
let you know how it works.
Yeah, we'll have a better idea how it's actually, how much it actually eats, how much 1.7 amps translates into how much that uses of our battery power. So,
kind of our plan for getting the ice maker was
cocktails.
Well, cocktails. Yeah, that was the number one.
Coffee in the morning.
But there's cocktails in the evening. But there is also, we kind of expanded our refrigeration. We're trying something new. We're using our winter fridge. We're using the larger part of our fridge now as a freezer. And so we went to Costco and totally stocked up on proteins. So that's full of meat, basically.
Our biggest Costco
I think it might be,
purchase almost ever.
I think when we bought like the chairs and stuff, we
stocked up for being out on the road.
We stocked up. And so we turned the larger part of our winter fridge into the freezer, and then the smaller part into the fridge, and then we bought another Igloo, kind of the double-walled ones, kind of like the Yetis, not as expensive, as kind of like the cooler for all of our vegetables and all that kind of stuff, because that takes up so much space in our fridge. And so we're trying this new concept, and we'll see how it works. We'll see if the extra cooler and stuff keeps us. We want to be able to have food for you know, like a week.
Yeah, at least a week.
We have a
maybe
water
week and a half.
for a week. We want food for a week.
So on to number 2, Island Wit 1 again. Woo. And again, thanks for helping our friends out with their silks and mugs and everything.
Yeah, bought some.
And again, everyone check the recent videos we've done on a bunch of the friends from our quarantine time that are artisans and artists that do these beautiful work that
all kinds of. They're all so multi-talented.
Phil's
it's
coffee
amazing.
is phenomenal. Please order Apothic coffee. It's incredible. Good stuff.
We're addicted now.
She asked about the shuttle bus stealth pros and cons. You know, I think a lot of people do the Sprinter thing with very little windows. If they're going to be in cities a lot, and so you can be a lot more stealthy. The Sprint, a bus like this, it's not real stealthy. But the one thing we've found is that being just kind of a plain white shuttle bus, it really is kind of invisible. It's weird. I mean, we have the times we have been stealth camping in cities. Last summer we were in Portland and Seattle for a couple of nights each, and you know, we have reflectix and the window coverings and stuff, so we can close it all up so that none of the light escapes from inside,
right?
And then no one really necessarily knows you're in there, and so it works really well for stealth. I don't know if it would work, you know, full time all the time.
It's again, so when we ever have to do a stealth thing, it's for a night or two. Like when we were in Seattle, it was for 2 nights. It was a busy street.
Yeah.
But if you do it for a night or two, you usually don't have a problem. It's only when you're gonna stay, when people start noticing that you're staying.
Yeah, if you've been there for 3, 4,
that's when you start to get the calls,
and...
or you start to get the. I mean, in some neighborhoods they're gonna call right away, but we just avoid those, and this is where we want to be. You know, we came down a little. This actually wasn't very bad to get here at all. I mean, surprisingly.
Right. And we'll give you a quick shot of where we're at.
We'll show about where we're at, but. Like exactly between Taos and Santa Fe.
Yeah, we picked a really terrible location.
It's horrifying.
It's rough. It's rough, this boondocking.
We're hoping to see some bears. Looks like bear territory.
But yeah, so cons, I would say, is that again, it's a fairly obvious vehicle.
It's obviously a shuttle bus.
And we left, again, a lot of people cover a lot of their windows. We kept all of our windows basically, except for like in the part of the bathroom and part of the closet. And so you have to cover up a lot more to block out the light, so you're not as obvious. So that's probably the biggest one, and just maybe size as well. I mean, it is, you know, it's 20 feet, 21 feet longish, and then when we have the rack on the back, that gives it another 2.5 or 3 feet. So it's a little tough to get in with the rack on the back. You got to find a pretty good sized parking space to fit in.
Like I said, we've never been knocked on. We've never been roused to have to leave somewhere.
Yep,
never been pulled over.
Yeah.
It's not stealth. It just, people don't notice it.
Right. Alrighty. Thanks again, Island Wit. Just another one here. Just a quick one from Linda Norman. Asked about, we mentioned about getting a tent to go camping with the Subaru. We actually haven't even used it yet, but we're going to here shortly. But it's a simple Ozark Trail 6-person tent from Walmart. It was only $60. I mean, just crazy cheap. We were looking at a lot of them on, you know, REI and a lot of the other sites, and everything is, you know, $300, $400, $500 for anything that's halfway decent size.
Stand up.
Our friends Aaron and Whitney, who we were with at our last spot, and we'll link their video. The cornhole makers.
Yeah.
They just bought the same one. They've had it for a month or more, and they loved it. And
that's why we saw it.
We checked it out and saw theirs. Yeah.
Went in it and looked at it. You can stand up. It's got like great windows. It's really cheap. We don't know how long it's going to last, but we don't expect to use it that much.
Yeah, it's going to be just a.
So it's either a guest room or an occasional, like when we want to take the Subaru and go farther out where we can't bring the bus. So. But my hope also is, like, we might be able to have friends come and stay with us that aren't nomadic,
right?
That are like coming to just come and hang out with us.
We bought an air mattress and a sleeping bag so that we can kind of have it set up, you know, and an extra set of sheets and the whole thing. So
yeah, so we could have a guest room.
Have our guest room for people when they come visit.
That's so we're excited about that.
All right, well, that's pretty much it for questions. But I just want to say again, thanks again for all the birthday wishes as well. It was again really fun birthday.
Yeah,
it was probably one of the best ones in quite a while. Got a lot of fun stuff and had a blast. And again, thanks to all of my housemates there, the quarantine mates, for coming through with a gift that I had no idea was coming. That was so awesome. And again, thanks to all the new subscribers. We've been really
welcome, new subscribers.
We're up over 4,400, and we were at 2,700 little less than 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, Robin.
Thanks, Robin.
You're a magician.
And thanks again, to all her subscribers.
We all love her. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing person.
Yeah, we had a blast with her, and it was such a fun time. Again, thanks for that tour. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was fun. I know the light was weird, so we got some comments about the light, but I actually kind of liked it. It was kind of in the moment, and
yeah, we almost never do night shots or night pictures.
So
we got to.
I know it kind of was a little bit, weird, but just take it with a grain of salt. We were having a lot of fun, so maybe that was. I hope that came through.
Yeah, a few videos back, the plan that we have about possibly buying another shuttle bus and doing a whole series of much more comprehensive videos of the building process for someone, keeping it fairly simple, but doing the whole process and then giving it away. So we have set up a Patreon page so that people can help us out that way if you're interested in that. We also have a GoFundMe page that we'll have, and I'll link all those in here. We're just trying to see if we can get enough support through people that way. We are able to volunteer on projects like that, and instead of just buy something, fix it up, and sell it and make a bunch of money. We want to try to help out people that need it, and there's more and more people that need it right now.
For us, it just seemed like the really easy way for you to give back, and to try and, I don't know.
But one other way that I know Robin of Creativity RV is really familiar with, as well as Jamie Diamond and Bob Wells and a lot of those folks, is Amazon Associates.
Yeah.
We've signed up for that finally. And I basically, if you could go to wanderboom.com, there's a section there that says Amazon links, and there's a lot of the products that we used, and we got a ton of this stuff through Amazon when we bought it, so we had the links pretty easy to do that. So if you're interested in buying the winter fridge or solar panels or a lot of the
Amazon.
things, you can, if you could link through one of those links. Even if you don't buy those solar panels, or if you don't buy that refrigerator or anything, it's just if you link to Amazon through our thing, anything you do buy, we get a tiny little percentage of it. We get a little bonus.
And we have like 90 days to make 3 sales. We just need 3 sales in 90 days, or they're gonna cut us off.
Damn it! Don't cut us off.
We're so terrible at like the whole marketing thing.
Yeah, we're learning how to do all this stuff as we go. We've been at it almost 2 years, and it's like we're finally figuring it out.
Yeah.
But again, it's not like a ton of money. It's like 2, 3, 4%, whatever, depending on the product. But it gives us a little more, just a little something else to put a little gas in the tank and keep doing what we're doing, and it means that much less that someone has to pay, help out on Patreon or whatever. So, so please check out our Wanderboom.com website. It's a work in progress. We've got a lot of the basics of where we're at. We're going to keep adding on in there.
Yeah, we haven't been working on the website for a while.
Yeah,
so.
I've been focusing more on the YouTube stuff. So, but we're going to be working a little bit more on that, and including some blog posts and stuff that'll be about a little more. Robin's going to write a little more about what we're up to. Put her on the spot.
Yeah, it'd be so exciting.
Yeah. So please check that out, and if you're going to order something through Amazon, click the link there and help us out that way.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. And again, keep the questions coming in. We probably aren't going to do a Q&A every week. We're probably going to do it every other week or every 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're going to start every other week.
Just depends on how many questions we have coming in. So if we get a ton of questions, we'll do it every week.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So. All right. Well, thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe and share with anyone you know.
And hey, join the Wanderboom, everybody.
Join the Wanderboom.
Let's go.
It's happening.
It's happening. It's a thing.